Look at Cole Custer. He gets into both of them.
And Cole Custer's going to pass them
Logano
both.
goes wide, and here comes Custer. Put him out front. 4.5 laps remaining at Martinsville. Do you believe it?
Crafton into the back of Custer, returning the favor.
And there goes Matt Crafton through. Put the 88 on point as Cole Custer spins. 2 laps to go. Will there be a caution? Not yet. Custer is rolling.
He's going to stop there. I think they got to bring
and
the caution out.
And the caution is out. There goes Logano out of line. Great restart for him. 3 wide into turn 1. Logano comes off of turn 2 with a top spot.
Clear.
Talk about a restart. How about that restart by Joey Logano?
Joey Logano doesn't want a caution now. He comes off turn 4, sees the white flag. The next flag will end it. Logano a half a mile from his first win in the Camping World Truck Series.
And they're 3 and 4 wide all over the racetrack in the front straightaway.
He won the Daytona 500. Got an Xfinity Series win at Phoenix. Today, Joey Logano going to see the checkered flag for the first time in his career in the Camping World Truck Series at Martinsville. I knew it was going to be good today. But I didn't know it was going to be this good.
Right now, Joey Logano, as he comes by this time, it will be 2 laps remaining here at Kentucky Speedway. As he goes underneath slower traffic, gets around the 52 of Brad Teague.
Getting ready to make history right here.
I'll tell you, it's a big day in motorsports. There's no doubt about that. When you get a kid this young, getting it done out here in the racetrack. He's won in the Nationwide Series. If he pulls it off for here in about another lap, he's won in the Camping World Series, Bandoleros, everything he's got in, legend cars, the whole 9 yards. White flag.
One more lap, babe. One more lap. Take care of it. 2.5 second lead.
Casey Atwood was the youngest winner back in 1999. He was 18 years, 10 months, 26 days. Guess what? Joey Logano's going to better that by almost 9 full months. He is 18 years, 21 days, and boy, what a Father's Day present he is going to give to Dad, because the 18-year-old in only his 3rd start is going to win a NASCAR Nationwide Series race at Kentucky.
Unbelievable. Proud papa right there.
You got 3 to go. You got to get all you possibly can. And it looks like the race is right there right now. 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Up front, it is still Logano by half a second. So that's why we're staying right with this for the moment, because these guys are literally leaning on each other here in the late closing laps. There you get an idea of the gap between 1st and 2nd. So Joey Logano in front of his teammate.
White
and
flag right here, babe.
Joe Gibbs, with the white flag out, has won 2 finishes twice in the Nationwide Series. And guess what? Kyle Busch has been on the 2nd place side of both of those, and it looks like it may be the 3rd. The points race is definitely going to tighten up between Carl Edwards and Kyle Busch, but right now the battle is for the race win, and it looks like it's going to be Joey Logano coming through turn 4 for the final time. The youngster is going to pick up his first win of the 2009 campaign here at Nashville. Play the guitar. Take a look at the battle further back as well, as this is really something.
Yeah, baby. Get you some of that.
A year ago, it was Joey Logano coming here in only his 3rd career start, sitting on the pole at Kentucky Speedway at 18 years and 21 days. And when the night was over, it was Joey Logano who had set a NASCAR record for becoming the youngest winner in series history. He was able to celebrate Father's Day with his dad, Tom. Well, it's a week early here in 2009, but folks, it looks like Joey Logano may have done it again.
He owns this racetrack. He's not yet lost a race. He's going to come across the line and win this one for his 2nd Kentucky win.
Grab the pole. Just driving away from Kyle Busch, one of the best in the business right now.
Baby, get yourself 2 for 2. Get it. There you go, baby. One thing I like doing is doing something no one else has ever done before. You were the first repeat winner in Kentucky. Proud of you, man. Thank you for coming down and dialing that car in for us.
Hey there, just wanted to say before this next clip, I actually couldn't find any footage of the 2009 Dollar General 300 because the very, very smart people at NASCAR making the schedule have 2 races named the Dollar General 300 in the 2009 NASCAR Nationwide Series season. So I found the best I could. It's just a reenactment in NR 2003, but it looked pretty close to the finish in real life, so I'm just going to use it. The only other video I could find was something from the stands, and it was so unbelievably loud, I believe my ears are still bleeding. So, just enjoy. I saved you the, ear bleeding of not... That made sense. Okay, on to the clip.
Logano is that time by 0.2 of a second faster, and just blowing his doors off right now as far as speed.
2+ seconds. That's a separation in just the 7 laps since they've gone back to green. Logano over Kyle Busch.
This is an amazing stat right there, that these two cars, not that they've run 1 and 2 in these races, but that Logano's won 2 of the 3.
Well, I remember watching at Dover, Delaware, how close they ran there, and then at Kentucky again. I see these two hooked up a lot.
White flag.
1 lap at Chicago, and now Kyle Busch has got to be focused and concerned about hanging on the 2nd spot. Joey Logano, who became the youngest winner in nationwide competition a year ago in Kentucky at the age of 18 years, 21 days. 2 weeks ago, he became the youngest winner in NASCAR Sprint Cup history at New Hampshire at 19 years, a month, and 4 days. And now coming out of turn 4, Joey Logano wins at Chicagoland Speedway.
If he can get to the outside, that'll be his best move.
I'm going to tell you, he's in a good spot right here.
Here he goes. This time by, we'll have just 3 laps to go. Kyle runs him up just a touch. He hangs on. Stays in the lane.
I think Joey's got him here.
Joey has him cleared. And could it happen for a 4th time this year?
Unbelievable.
Wow, that's a power move right there to go to the outside. We haven't seen that work up front all day long.
He has passed him inside of 10 laps every single time. He's done it again. 2 to go. This time at the line. It's not over yet. Down into 1. Kyle not able to mount a charge just yet.
See, Kyle trying that high side to see if he can get a run here.
I think it's a little too late.
Down the back straightaway, a lap and a half to go. And Joey is pulling away.
What a way to bounce back for Joey Logano after last week.
Tumbled 8 times at Dover in the Sprint Cup Series race last week at the Monster Mile. Right now, he's 1 lap away from eating the monster here at Kansas. This is unreal. 4 times this has happened. Kyle's not going to want to ever see this guy out there on the track again. Down the back straightaway, and he's even bigger on the lead. This one's over unless something happens up front.
Well, he knew he had to try something. He couldn't just follow in his tracks and go to the inside with him, so he jumped up the outside to see what he could do, made it work.
The way you rebound from a crash, how about just go out and win the race? That's exactly what Joey Logano does here at Kansas.
Speed it, man. Thank you.
Wow. I just can't believe that he did that. I mean, it looked like Kyle Busch was unbeatable.
See if he's got anything for him.
He pitted back on lap 141.
Get ready. Green flag is out.
Oh, look out.
Edwards gets a big push from Keselowski, almost crashed.
Yeah, I think maybe he spun the tires there.
And it hurt Keselowski and Edwards both. Carl is third.
2-man race here now.
That's it. Vickers with the fresher tires. Joey with the wounded car, but Joey's out in front.
Better not waste any time because they're trying to do everything but wreck back there.
Yeah, it could happen at any second. I see tire smoke off of the 29 car of Boyer.
You into 32. Everything's out the windshield here, babe. Clear by 5.
Out the windshield means don't even bother looking back. Hammer down. Here we go. White flag this time by. Boyer's got a lot of tire smoke.
Yeah, so does Keselowski. He's got a lot of smoke coming from his car.
Keselowski's dropped all the way back to 10th. Less than 2 miles. What a comeback for Joey Logano. Falling all the way back to 25th. And at 66. They get together. That is for position and points. And there goes Jeremy Clements.
Yeah, Allgaier went all the way to the apron down the front straightaway.
Check this out. They're still racing.
Hang on. We got two things to keep an eye on. Here comes the race win, then the battle for fifth in the points. Coming to the stripe, Joey Logano. It's going to be his 6th win in his 38th start, and oh, what a way to do it. Second place will be Brian Vickers. Edwards third, and look at him coming across.
That's what Howard. Logano's doing a great job in this lap traffic. I think he's got too much lead now for Carl to overcome.
The 87 of Joe Nemechek gives way. 2 laps remaining here, separating Joey Logano from history. He set it just 2 years ago when he won at the youngest age ever for a Nationwide Series victor. And now he may make another page of history. He has led up to this moment 104 laps. Here he comes.
White flag. One more. Your white flag. One more. Clear by 6. No pressure.
White flag. And one more circuit of this 1.5-mile oval at Kentucky Speedway. It looks like we're going to beat the weather, but nobody looks like they're going to beat Joey Logano.
Nobody's ever beaten him at this track.
Oh, man, he just picked it up right there to just outrun Carl Edwards by 0.2 of a second. Joey just ran one of his fastest laps of the night just then. It's like he just put that baby in afterburner and took off just then.
Get your cameras ready because here comes history. Joey Logano wins 3 straight from the pole at Kentucky. Second place to Carl Edwards. Brad Keselowski will come off a distant third.
Look at Joey trying to stay down low, and Keselowski pushing him.
Big push. Hey, he got moved him just a little bit. I don't know if that's going to hurt him.
He's still staying down as low as he can here. Coming out of 2, he's cleared. Harvick's got his hands full with Truex right beside him. Martin, that is.
Well, that was a big push that Brad Keselowski gave to Joey Logano.
This time by, the white flag will be out. Joey Logano and Kyle Busch. Is this going to be like last year? Kyle led the most laps, did not win the race. He's led the most laps today, and he's got about 3 corners to do it.
You can see Logano got a nice run through 1 and 2. Trouble.
Oh, Kligerman has gone into the wall. He was running in the 11th position. 16 of Colin Brown also goes around.
Yeah, they'll let him race back because they're coming to the checkered flag. Kyle Busch trying to get to his bumper.
He can't do it. Here comes Joey Logano. He's going to do it.
Good job, Brian.
Goes all the way down on the apron. He'll cross the line, take the checkered flag ahead of Brad Keselowski.
Joey Logano with Kyle Busch down on the low side. Look out for lap traffic. They gave him just enough room.
And you see Rusty Wallace's car is now just moving into the picture. They're making a move.
They get past Danica Patrick, and they lost contact again, and they are getting passed by about 4 cars. Next time by, it'll be the white flag lap.
62 and 66 have a head of steam coming to the white flag here.
This could be the best finish RWI has had. Here comes the white flag.
They got to run. They're going to separate those 2 right there.
1 lap to go. Down on the low side, it's Annette with Stephen Wallace pushing. Neither one of them has ever won a nationwide race. Look out, Danica brushes the wall. They gather it back up. Sadler in trouble now as they broke apart. He and the 9 of Tony Stewart.
Logano and Kyle Busch in the lead.
On the high side, and all of a sudden, the Annette combination breaks apart. Here comes Reed Sorensen, and he could win the $100,000 bonus in the Nationwide Dash for Cash. Coming out of turn number 4, it looks like Joey Logano has been so good at pushing, may end up winning. Oh, crash in the back. At the stripe, the win goes to Logano, and look at the carnage behind.
18 cars on the lead lap. Travis Pastrana, the free pass at the caution flag. Green, white checker number 1. Who's going to win it?
Brad did just what Joey was trying to do with Elliott. He pushed him out to the lead. Joey's got he's He's got it made here right now. If Denny Hamlin has any damage that's affecting the downforce on that car, I don't think he's got a shot at it.
Stenhouse and Dillon there side by side for a spot. Kurt Busch trying to come back after his damage earlier.
Bring it home. Give us a good one.
White flag. We've started the last lap of the race.
Denny is going to drive for all he's got this last lap. He's going to charge it through 1 and 2. I guarantee you he breaks later than Denny Hamlin down in 3. He's closing right now.
Yeah, he's got a
run on him. Can Denny Hamlin do it?
Half a lap to go. Final shot for Hamlin is here. Big run in the middle of the corner. Is it enough? Not going to be. Joey Logano is going to make it back-to-back. He wins at Darlington. Denny Hamlin has to settle for second.
Ricky Stenhouse with a 22-point lead.
Darlington.
Hey guys, just wanted to say once again, sorry for the quality of this video this time. Again, I couldn't find any other footage of the finish of this race, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. Anyways, let's go ahead and get on to the next race.
Breast cancer survivor, but I think he's going to be very satisfied that he had a solid run in the top 5 up in the top 3 right now and be able to extend his points lead. You saw Kyle Busch running in 4th. The frustration continues. His own race team, he has still not been able to drive that car to victory lane. Brother Kurt did it back in Richmond in April, but Kyle still not there. Right behind him in 5th is Denny Hamlin. Remember, Hamlin took 2 tires. He is 5.7 seconds behind the race lead. White flag is now out, as you see Danica Patrick with the race leader right behind her. Patrick, the last car on the lead lap, she's running 11th. She's been on the lead lap all night. Joey rim riding again. As he comes around out of the corner. Here he comes.
Woo, Charlotte. Yeah.
Look out, look out. Wow, tight squeeze in turn 1.
It's almost like Sadler missed a gear there, so it looked like he had a good run. You see Trevor Bank really sliding.
Got a nudge from Keselowski as Keselowski slid up the racetrack. Joey Logano through to the lead.
Kenny Wallace ducking out, making it 4 wide. Here comes Kyle.
5 wide.
Joey Logano smiling inside the cockpit of that 18 car, watching these guys race side by side.
Final lap for Joey Logano. A guy himself who's struggled a little bit adapting along with his team to this next generation race car. Only one of his wins has come in this style of race car, and that was at Daytona, which is a little bit different style of racing than most. But boy, he has been up on the wheel here today. He had to fight hard for the lead in this one. The all-time series record for consecutive wins by a team at a track extended by 1. The 8th time in a row Joe Gibbs Racing wins in Southern California. Joey Logano to the checkered flag first.
Kyle Busch, Joe Nemechek to the green.
Austin Dillon, that 3, had a lot of damage to his car, but elected to stay out on the racetrack.
Joey Logano pushes Kyle Busch clear. Cole Witt in the 88 with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 6. Oh, there's more trouble. Sam Hornish Jr. in the 12. What a save. Nemechek is damaged, though.
Junior just went below the yellow line just to miss all of that. Yeah, a lot of damage for Nemechek. Cole Witt sitting in a pretty good spot here with Ricky Stenhouse pushing on him.
Defending winner of this race with a man who's finished no worse than 3rd in 3 tries, pushing him in the draft. A youngster, Cole Witt, in his first Talladega try in the 88. Stenhouse Jr., the defending champ, in the 6. White flag, last lap of the race. Who's going to get back first and win it?
With you, white flag, 1 more.
As Cole Witt learned enough today to know exactly where to make this move.
And remember,
for Daytona last corner. That car in front got awfully wide.
And will Joey Logano be satisfied to push Kyle Busch to a win? Don't think I would.
Remember at Talladega, the finish line is not in the center of the tri-oval. It's past that final corner. So now still one more turn to go.
Logano's got a little space here to try to make a move.
Here comes the move. Logano to the outside. Kyle Busch to the inside. Joey Logano wins it. Look out! Look out! That's trouble! Wow!
He did not
Here
need
comes
that.
Logano.
That killed him. That killed him.
Hang on! No. New leader, Joey Logano. 1 lap to go.
Bring it home, bud. Bring it home.
There's your stories of the day summed up in that one camera shot. The 6 all beaten up and off the pace, and the 18 out front leading. For Joey Logano, he's going to have led 154 of 200 laps. He's going to pick up another win at Dover. And Joe Gibbs Racing gets a 1-2-3 sweep. Logano wins it, Truex second, Brian Scott third. Side by side, they should settle it between them.
Hey, Buscher's right there. Virtually wide open through that corner. Hardly cracked the throttle. I didn't hear him crack it at all.
I didn't hear him either. They're wide open. They don't have a decision at the moment. If the car's going to stick, they got to be wide open.
Yeah, that was the fastest lap of the race, last lap.
That haze of smoke from the Brad Sweet car, who was down on the safety apron and has come back around. Here they come to the white flag. 1 lap to go in this race. Who comes back these final 2 miles to win it? Joey Logano with his 5th of the season, or James Buscher with his 2nd? And Buscher looking to the inside.
You had to crack the throttle, though.
The car got loose on him.
That might be enough.
That was Buscher's shot right there to drive it in side by side. But you saw what happened to Danica Patrick. When she done that, she lost it. Buscher was smart. He didn't go for it.
Confidence, momentum, call it what you want. But Joey Logano is on a roll. His 5th win of the season in the NASCAR Nationwide Series.
Again.
Joey Logano wins it at Michigan.
Go back to green flag racing. Joey Logano on the high side. And he gets another great restart. But look at Sadler.
Be smooth. You got a lap in front of you.
Next time by, it'll be the white flag. Look at Kyle. He's sliding up. He manages to regain control. Got some contact.
Come on.
And it's going to cost Sadler dearly.
Yeah. 6-car didn't mind using this bumper. The Sadler there, it cost him a few spots.
On the final 2 corners, Joey Logano is going to pick up victory number 6 for the year. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. comes across in 2nd place. Kyle Busch 3rd. So let's go back, check in with our race leader. He just went blistering past you, as he's done to everybody in the field today, leading 182 laps. We've only had 3 different leaders today. It's been the Joey Logano show. Paul Menard is in 2nd place right now, but that's not been a very lucky spot. Remember, Justin Allgaier had his issues when he was running 2nd. So did Sam Hornish. And Paul, who's also looking for his first win this year in the Nationwide Series, is running out of laps. White flag is out. Just 1 more circuit to go on the 1 mile Monster Mile. And it has been the Joey Logano show. Down the backstretch for the final time. Logano looking for his 16th career win. It'll be his 2nd at Dover. Here he comes to cross the stripe.
Let's go to the database.
In Vickers, this is our 7th green-white checker of the year. Who's going to win this one? Great restart by Logano. Joey's pulling away.
Here comes Stenhouse. He restarted on the inside. That was an advantage for him. See if he can use that. Vickers not giving this up easy, though.
Side by side, white flag in hand. Just 1 lap to go here at the mile at Phoenix. Joey
Joey Logano has led 167 laps. He's pulling away from the field. Brian Vickers is holding off Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And the whole championship has changed in a matter of one race, with only one more to go. Coming out of turn number 4, Joey Logano, his 18th career win. It's going to be his 9th of the year.
Baby. Woo! It's about time we won here. Yeah! Woo!
From scoring a 3rd straight win at Dover.
Pretty impressive. Yeah, I mean, this is a tough racetrack. If you come here and win 3 times, you've earned your money.
Never been done before in the Nationwide Series. Done now by Joey Logano. He makes it 3 straight at the Monster Mile, winning by 0.5 of a second over Brian Vickers. Kyle Busch will have to settle for 5th.
Just wanted to state before this clip, Joey Logano in the Nationwide Series in 2013, back to his last win in Dover, he actually won both Dover races that year, and they were both, again, by the smart people at NASCAR, they were both named the 5-Hour Energy 200, because why not, am I right, guys? So, I looked it up and I got the exact same footage. I couldn't find, I went through 5 pages, couldn't find any footage of the fall race. So here's his final Nationwide Series win, at least so far here in the 2015 season. Then we'll get on to his Sprint Cup wins, shall we?
Series starts. Joey Logano qualified on the pole, finished 2nd in each one of those races. Started on the pole here today and looking to finish the deal.
White flag, white flag.
1 lap to go for Joey Logano. The advantage, 0.8 of a second. As he goes inside of Chris Buescher to put him 1 lap down, will that open the door for Matt Kenseth?
It's as close as he's been.
Side by side in turns 3 and 4.
Here comes
Kenseth
Kenseth.
closing in. Final lap, final corner at Phoenix. Joey Logano is dominated, and he's going to get the checkered flag in the desert.
Logano ran just about as fast as he had all day, just a few hundredths of a second slower, and others in the field actually ran their fastest laps on those older tires on that final restart. So tires just aren't making that much of a difference. Note to self for tomorrow.
That's going to be important come tomorrow.
Flag.
Half a mile to go for Joey Logano.
He's going to lead 100% of them, Adam.
You talk about cruising to a victory. He qualified 2nd. He led the opening lap, and he's led every lap since. Checkered flag is out. He laid it on him today. Joey Logano wins it at Bristol. And there's the start-finish line. 1 lap to go.
Gosh.
And
This
the last
is amazing.
6 races here, we've had a last lap pass for the win.
What a race.
Well, they were basically tied, Adam, so let's call it another one.
Now you can see how aggressive they're getting with the pushing right now. I mean, those cars are basically all tandem pushing, and they know they've got nothing to lose. It's the final lap. We got to go for it right now.
3 Fords and a Chevrolet up front. Outside in the 60 is Chris Buescher, looking for his second career win and his first on a restrictor plate track. Down low, Logano looking for his second victory at Talladega.
I told you Buescher's aggressive, and you can see he squeezed Elliott Sadler down there. He might, oh yeah, he's going to.
Logano strong all weekend long through the tri-oval. They're 3 wide. Logano going to get away. Checkered flag is out. Joey Logano wins it at Talladega.
What a race.
It'll be 4 to go. Pace cars off the track. Joey Logano on the inside. Brad Keselowski on the outside. Green flag back in the air. We're back to racing. Daniel Suarez slow to get up through the gears. He drops a couple spots. 3 wide again as they go through 1. Bumping and banging as they get into the S's.
Yeah, they're not getting single file for the S's now. The 2 of Brian Scott and Elliott Sadler, they're going to try to make it. Brian Scott's the winner up through the middle S, and Chase Elliott follows him through.
Chase Elliott stays right in behind the 2 of Brian Scott. A great restart once again for Joey Logano. Brad Keselowski, they're 1 and 2. The final 2 turns for Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski. They've got plenty of fuel. He hits his marks through 6 and back through 7. Looking for his 25th career win. Coming out of turn 7. Joey Logano's going to win at Watkins Glen.
That's right. It's all you guys. Thank you.
Almost 4 seconds separate the 2. Logano started 12 races between the last time he was at this track and today, but had not been able to find victory lane. This time as he works his way through 6 and 7 for the final time today. Joey Logano comes out of turn number 7. He'll see the checkered flag. His 26th career win in the Xfinity Series. Logano wins at the Glen again.
Yeah, guys. Awesome. Way to go, 12 team. That's right. Good job, Joey.
And with just 2 laps to go, Ty Dillon still a point back. Darrell Wallace Jr. a point to the good. Elliott Sadler trying everything he can do to catch up, get closer to Joey Logano. Ty Dillon only 1.5 miles to try to get into the chase. As good as Joey Logano is running, Elliott Sadler is going to have a hard time catching him. Here comes Logano, catching the slower traffic as he comes into the quad oval. Joey Logano is going to win at Charlotte.
Yeah! That's how you do it! Yeah!
And just that quickly, Kyle Larson's hopes of dominating this race dashed. Joey Logano gets the win. His 27th career Xfinity Series win.
Yeah, Joey! Yeah! Yeah! Let's go! Go, go, go! Yeah, nice! Okay, come on, making me dirt!
And Joey Logano has a 4.8-second lead.
4.8 seconds is a lot when it comes to racing. So it was all up to Carl to make up the time.
Come on, Joey!
Come on, Joey!
Those guys were just flying out there.
Oh, yeah!
Go, Carl!
Yeah, come on, Carl! Carl Edwards looks like he has a chance here.
Joey was doing great, but I could tell that Carl was just creeping up.
Come on, Joey! And they're going into the final lap!
When I went down into the turn to take the white flag, I took a little bit too wide. Carl got underneath me.
And Carl was taking the lead!
I finally got in front of him. He got to me there at the last lap.
Carl Edwards caught up, and I was really nervous we were going to lose this race.
Unbelievable, unbelievable!
Nice job, Carl!
Oh my God, he's gonna do it.
Can Joey get back? Can Carl hold him off? It's getting very close!
Joey!
Come on, Logano!
Come on!
Oh no, I couldn't look.
This is it! Team Logano has won the final challenge! Yeah!
When you run these things out of fuel, you're done.
They're out of fuel. This is not the way it used to be.
Matt, what are they saying?
And they can only push the car about 3 pit stalls before they've got to return it back. Pace
to me it started to mist, and the mist is picking up. When he said, I'm going to have to hit pit road, his father, Greg Newman, his father said, but it's starting to rain. He says, but I had to come. I'm totally out of fuel. It's stalled again.
All right, so the number 39 isn't going to win a race today, but look at this battle here between the 24 and the 2.
Caution's out.
And Joey Logano has the lead as the caution comes out.
Okay, now
Fuel, we're good for about 3 to 5 laps there under green, so we go quite a few, okay? Just save fuel. Roll out, shut it off, shut all your fans off.
This is where Joey Logano, having a guy like Greg Zipadelli, is going to help him. It's raining. He's talking to him. He's going to talk him through it. He's going to talk him through cutting it off, doing all this stuff. Joey's a great driver. We've talked about it. He was not in this race till this time, okay? I mean, he's already been a lap down and got his lap back. He's had some issues, but I'm going to tell you something. This is where this team is going to take this driver and put him in position to win races, and today may be the day.
And congratulations to Joey Logano.
Run on him here.
Logano to the inside for the race lead. 4 laps remaining into turn 1.
No, it's the kind of thing you can't do. I'm telling you, one little mistake on each one of these guys. Oh, he is all under Mark Martin. He
got him sideways. Martin sideways off the corner. Here comes Joey Logano for the race lead.
We're not done yet. I don't think Mark's going to appreciate that too much.
No, Hampshire back in June of 2009. It was rain shortened. I'm sure that burns in you a little bit as a race car driver. He's hungry. There's no question about it. Marty talked earlier about the success in the Nationwide Series, and perhaps now he's got the confidence he needs to go win again on NASCAR's big stage.
He's also driving for his job. I mean, you can look at it any way you want, but he is driving to stay in this seat, and that's what he's driving about right now.
The bigger thing for Joey, I think, is the pressure that is on this kid to go out and perform. And I do believe, like Larry said, Darlington was a huge boost. I thought he ran a great race at Darlington. Got in the wall there at the end and still came back and managed something out of it. So I think when you look at Dale Jr., as we said before, drove his way back to 8th. That's as far as he can get. When you start racing against Kenseth and Boyer and Hamlin and those guys, it gets tough at the end of the race because they're not giving an inch.
Joey Logano got the white flag last time by. Less than a lap to his 2nd career win. Jimmy Johnson now closing in, trying to pass Tony Stewart for 3rd. What a day it's been for the 5-time champion.
And Jimmy Johnson, 2 speeding penalties, a lap down, makes it up, wave around, all this stuff, and comes back.
They do it all the time.
And that's
amazing.
And it's like we said in the beginning. Where has Jimmy Johnson gone? Not anywhere.
Welcome back to the top of the board. Joey Logano in his rookie season won for the first time June of 2009 at New Hampshire. Back to victory lane today. It happens at Pocono.
Track record in qualifying.
Run out here if we don't get a caution, but gotta go for it here.
Roger. These will be lead.
That's right. Looking good right now, Mark.
Yeah, that's the way to run out.
Yeah.
Never did like run there, did
There
you?
it goes.
Yep.
That's too bad.
Out of fuel. Coming to 3 to go.
10-4, get the can.
New leader, Joey Logano.
Now the question is going to be if they have enough fuel.
A half a lap to the good, to the checkered flag, and halfway down the backstretch, they think on the 22 car.
Lap and a half to go. If it hiccups in the slightest way, Kevin Harvick will be there. You see Mark Martin coming back up after getting his splash of fuel. And coming to the white flag. One more lap for Logano and Harvick. Does Logano have enough fuel? Roger Penske, headquartered in Detroit, not far down the road. Always a huge, important race for the captain. He used to own this racetrack. For Joey Logano, a win that could make all the difference between getting into the championship and having a chance or not. Half a lap to go.
Well, I tell you what, as a driver, he's done a terrific job here today of saving enough fuel and having the fastest car here this weekend.
He started first. He's going to finish first. It wasn't that simple in between, but Joey Logano takes the checkered flag in Michigan.
But Gordon holds the bottom against the white line.
Kyle Busch tried to make it 3 wide, but they got away from him going off into turn 1.
Yeah, drag race down the back pretty much. Gordon able to hold his own. Let's see what Logano can do with these 4 tires against 2.
He looks to the outside. He's going to be strong off 2, off 4 here. Got to run. He's looking.
Down to the inside comes Logano. Gordon leads at the line. Logano into turn 1, takes it back.
Yep, those 4 tires against 2. That's pretty hard to overcome.
They've got a gap on Vickers. Biffle racing for 3rd. Then Kyle Busch. Here comes Kyle Larson.
Oh boy, here we go into turn 3.
3 wide. And Larson on the bottom chasing Kyle Busch. It's the Kyle and Kyle show behind Logano and Gordon. Connecticut, go Huskies. Joey Logano wins.
Yeah, Matt Kenseth almost got in too deep. He's going to pay the price. Whoa, hang on to her, buddy. That 2 car was all over the place.
He almost got turned around as his teammate Logano guns for the lead and takes Gordon with him.
Logano goes to the lead.
And Jeff Gordon is there. He is under and past Matt Kenseth.
Whoa! The 2 just gave the 20 a huge shot.
And here comes Kyle Busch on the inside.
I mean, this short track racing this year has been just mind-blowing. I can't get over how these guys are racing so hard.
Single file for the first 9 spots. And then it's 3 wide on back.
Now, Logano has just set sail. I mean, he's out there all by himself. White flag in the air. 1 to go.
Joey Logano, 0.8 of a second ahead of Jeff Gordon, stretches it out after the final restart and all the shuffling was done. Logano, the kid from Connecticut, comes from 4th on the final restart, and he is going to win the Battle of Richmond.
Yeah, but go in a hurry. Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski in traffic, coming to the white flag. Big run by the 2. Better hurry.
White flag.
Final lap here at Bristol. Brad's going to try it. Not going to make it stick. Checkered flag and a win at Bristol to Joey Logano in the night race. Ready to decide it at New Hampshire. Kyle Larson is going to get through Harvick to 2nd, and they're 4 wide behind him.
Coming to the white.
Last lap.
Yes, sir.
Logano's gotten away. Does anybody's chase take an unexpected turn in the last mile? Harvick nips Larson, trying to get 2nd place from him. Checkered flag is up. Joey Logano through to the next round of the chase with a win at New Hampshire. What a finish. At stake for Logano, a pass through into the 3rd round of the chase without having to worry about what happens at Talladega. At stake for Larson, that coveted precious first NASCAR Sprint Cup Series win. He'll see the white flag this time. If you see a car slow on the apron, it's Jamie McMurray's. He's back out but limping around down at the bottom of the racetrack.
Got the white flag.
1 lap to go.
Good exit, so good by 5.
Final corner for Joey Logano. All top 5 finishes in the first 3 races of the chase, and he opens the contender round with a victory and a pass through on. Joey Logano wins it at
Logano brings them to the line. Denny Hamlin to his inside. It's on.
Kevin Harvick in that 4 was really pushing Clint Bowyer in that 15. Well, buddy, I tell you what, that was a pretty good restart for that 22 car. He can go where he wants to now. I think he'll stay with Boyer, though. I don't know what it is, but I think he and Boyer got a little something going.
Hold your breath for the next 30 seconds as 4 cars try to break away from the field.
That 22, it reminds me of Matt Kenseth in the Unlimited the other night. That 22 is out front. He's hard to catch. Logano has got some speed right now and seems like being out front and pulling these others are not affecting him at all. Here comes Harvick around the outside of Clint Boyer.
And look who's with him.
And here
Dale
comes
Earnhardt Jr.
But look at the run that Harvick had off turn 4 in that 4 car. White flag this time.
A lot of jostling back in the pack. The leader's going to make it under the white, under green. Logano, Harvick, Earnhardt, Boyer, last lap.
Guess what? The race is getting ready to start off turn 2. It's all on from there on.
Car smoking back of the field, drops back out of play. 3 wide. Big cluster coming off turn number 4. Smoke, trouble, way in the back, but here come the leaders.
The question is, are they going to throw the yellow or are they going to let them race back?
7, 8 car pile up in the back straightaway. Caution is out.
Joey Logano.
Keep coming. Just stay on the gas. Back straightaway. Stay on the gas. Coming to easy here. They say roll out of the throttle.
It's over, boys. It's over.
Middletown, Connecticut's Joey Logano wins the Daytona 500.
Daytona 500, guys!
I wonder if that's some poker playing, but then Todd Gordon said, quote, flip the switch inside the car, meaning it's go time. Now you can go after that 4 car a little bit harder.
Here they come onto the front stretch. The white flag in the air. Kevin Harvick. He needs 2.5 miles of fuel to get all the way back around. And the 22 way out of the turn as the 32 goes sliding out. That was Boris said in the 32 out in turn number 1.
That's going to save the pressure from the 22 to the 4. Now the 4 only really needs to worry about his fuel. Just back it up. Run smooth.
Save a little fuel at the end of the back here. Got plenty of room behind you. Save some fuel.
Does he have enough fuel to get home?
He's offline. That tells me he's out of gas.
He's out of gas.
Coming to the left. Here comes the 22 and Joey Logano.
Trying to stay in front. He gets through 6. He runs out of fuel. Here comes the 22. Joey Logano racing him as they come out of 7. Joey Logano comes onto the front stretch. Logano's going to win at the Glen.
Now where does the 4 finish? He's got to cross across the line. Looks like.
The weekend here, buddy. The weekend. Awesome job. Oh, yeah, guys. Woo!
One more try for the 4 of Kevin Harvick. This time by, they'll see the white flag. One more lap for Bristol. The 4 working the high line, trying to keep the momentum up. They've got to get through 3 and 4 one more time. As they come out of turn number 4, Joey Logano tries to hang on. He will. He wins at Bristol.
Yeah, baby. Bristol again. Get you some.
This time in front of the grandstands, the white flag will be displayed. One more time around to Charlotte.
White flag.
1.5 miles, and he punches his ticket into round 3. Fuel not an issue. The cars in front of him not an issue. And Kevin Harvick not getting any bigger in his mirror. Coming out of turn number 4, Joey Logano will win for the first time at Charlotte and advance to round 3.
Hell of a job, guys. Awesome. What a car. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Woo! Feels good now.
It feels good now. Well, of course it does. You are advancing to round 3.
Big win for the 22 team. They don't have to worry about Talladega anymore.
Flag back in the air. Great restart for Joey Logano. Now he wants to get all the way back to the white flag. Coming out of turn 4, Logano's going to win again in Kansas.
Yeah, guys. Cooler road. That's how we do it.
Here we go. 2 laps to determine who will win the race and who will advance into round 3 in the chase. Coming back into the NBC Sports restart zone, 220 feet. Green flag back in the air. The 4 not going. They wreck behind him. The green flag is out as they cross the start-finish line. Will they throw the caution? Trying to get back up to speed. Caution comes out. Now the question is, who was in front?
Stay in front of them. Stay in front of them.
So right here we see they're under green flag. NASCAR's looking at the track, trying to determine if these cars can drive off. It's very important to see who the leader is when the light comes on.
Caution comes out, and that's how close it is to determine who wins this race. From NASCAR, they are telling us that the 22 was in front, and so Joey Logano will sweep round 2. Unofficially, Joey Logano, the winner at Talladega. 3 consecutive wins in the second round of the chase. Mixed emotions out of the crowd.
Down on that door right here. Watch him get down on that door.
This pass.
Remember how he got the lead before? He got down on the door of, I forget who it was, sucked him loose, and he was able to take the lead.
Whoa.
2 to go.
Woo-hoo. I don't know exactly how we got to this point, but we're here, and boy, is it exciting.
Logano,
Larson in the wall.
Logano.
Clear.
Logano's in there. They both almost crashed.
Kyle Larson bounces off the wall, and here comes Brad Keselowski to second. Logano off turn 4. The white flag waves. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Well, you know, Larson's just got to be saying, what do I have to do to win one of these races?
What about another picture on that 22 car, Mike? And guess whose it'll probably be? The guy driving the car, I guarantee you.
On that yellow 22 are pictures of the 50-year history of Penske Racing, celebrated in January and celebrated again tonight. Add Joey Logano's picture, and next to it $1 million. He wins the Sprint All-Star race.
Real man right there, son. Nice work.
Really nice. That's pretty impressive.
Joey Logano taking the checkered flag and putting on the smoke show.
That is
tonight.
That's as good as it gets right there.
Sunoco fueling victories.
Did you see that, Mike?
He must have done about 3 or 4 loops right there.
Did.
Yeah, this driver's done an excellent job putting himself in this position to get this first win of the season.
Joey Logano and Roger Penske's Ford becomes the 10th different winner this year.
Yeah!
Chase Elliott, 9/10 of a second back.
Job. Take care of that thing for me. Awesome job. Perfect execution. Awesome job, guys.
This is the final restart.
Yeah, look at him just shoot out there, completely take control of that last restart. He has whichever lane he wants to choose as he goes down into turn 1 and 2 and never look back.
He can do some. I love his burnout.
A huge gap between the 22 and the 44 as they enter turn 3 for the final time. Up the racetrack, the 22 goes, blocking the 44. Coming out of turn 4, a long ways back to the checkered flag. 3 and 4 wide, fighting for position. Joey Logano through the tri-oval. Logano wins at Talladega.
This chase scenario has brought out the best in a race team. Joey Logano came in here tied with Austin Dillon. Who was going to find a way to get the win? Who was going to do what they needed to do to move forward? Joey Logano and his team, almost in a must-win situation, finds a way to win the race.
Back into the restart zone. Logano, a clean launch, out in front. Kyle Busch currently running second. Kyle Busch knows the point situation. If he stays in that position, he advances into the championship 4. They're past the overtime line. It's an official restart. The next flag that comes out will determine the finishing order. Logano, 1 lap to go at Phoenix. One more time around. Joey Logano. Kyle Busch looking to advance to the championship 4. Down the backstretch for the final time.
5, nice and clear there.
Joey Logano comes to Phoenix, wanting to make sure he gets to the championship 4. He does it with a win. Coming out of 4, Logano wins at Phoenix.
Welcome back to Homestead.
The 4 drivers, Jimmy Johnson, Carl Edwards, Joey Logano, and Kyle Busch. 4 drivers fighting for a title.